Hi everyone, welcome to this new discussion. So today we will be talking about communication for work purposes, specifically cover letters. So there will be a couple of lessons that are associated to this topic, communication for work purposes. But our first focus is writing a cover letter. So what is a cover letter? A cover letter is a one-page document sent with your job application. So it is usually placed on top of your resume, so the employers will be able to read it before they actually look into your resume itself. Cover letter is also known as an application letter. So the goal of a cover letter is to highlight your skills and accomplishments which suit the position that you are applying for. A cover letter is also written in three paragraphs. Later on, we will talk about how to write it, what are the parts of a cover letter, and what are the information to include in each paragraph. So let's begin. The first paragraph should highlight your objective for applying for the job position and how did you discover the position. So the first paragraph should include, of course, what position you're applying for. How did you know that there is an opening or vacancy to the job that you are applying for? Second paragraph focuses on your qualifications. So this should highlight your credentials, why you are suited for the job, why you are qualified for the position. So all your experiences, achievements that are aligned with the job position that you're applying for should be written and stated in the second paragraph. The third paragraph should bring a friendly end to your letter by offering how you can be contacted by the manager, the person that you're applying for. So there are three types of letter formats. When we are making letters, of course, it varies depending on our purpose. But for a cover letter, it focuses on this specific format, which is the block format. So we have the block format, modified block format, and the semi-block format. Let's start with the block format. The block format features all the elements of the letter aligned to the left margin of the page. So if you notice on the example that you can see on the screen, all the parts, the returning address, the date line, the inside address, the salutation, the content of the letter or the body of the letter, the closing and the signature are all aligned to the left. There's also no indentation for each paragraph that is present in the full block format or the block format. Next format is a modified block format. So the heading and the date line together with the closing and the signature are aligned to the right. So they are pushed to the right or aligned to the right. Still, there's no indentation in this paragraph. Always take note that when we are making our cover letter for both modified block and block format, we are using colon. The colon are the two dots after the salutation in the word Dear Mr. Lopez. Dear Mr. Lopez and then colon instead of the usual comma that we use when making a friendly letter. Now let us proceed to the next format. The semi-block format or the informal format. So it has no heading. The date line is also flashed right, so it's pushed to the right. Each paragraph is also indented and the closing and signature is also pushed to the right aligned with the date line. So it's just a friendly letter or perhaps an informal letter. What are the steps in writing a cover letter? Now, let's discuss it. So we will look into each specific part. What are the things that you have to include for each part of the letter? Let's proceed. So first, you have to set up your page. Start with the return address, the date line, and the inside address. So we have here in the upper portion, which is the return address, you will see your name here, your name, your address, and then That's gonna be it. Your phone number or your email should also be indicated in here. The date line indicates the date when you have written the letter. The inside address is the name of the person that you're applying to. After the name, under that, you have to put the position of this person in the company that you're applying the position for. The third line for the inside address, it should include the name of the company that you're applying for or the name of the institution that John Smith is affiliated. So you put it there, or the person that you're applying to. And then, of course, the address of this institution or establishment. Now let us proceed to the other parts of the letter. Let's begin with the salutation. The salutation, of course, that's your simple greeting to the person that you're writing the letter to. So let's start with Dear Mr. Smith. So if you're using Mr., Miss, or MX, it is always partnered with the last name of the person that you're writing the letter to. And then instead of using a comma, since this is a formal letter, we're using colon or the two dots. Okay? And then after that, you're now to write the body of the letter. So, as I've mentioned earlier, the first paragraph should focus on your interest in what position that you are applying for. All right? And how well you were able to know that there is an opening in this institution. Okay? I am writing to express my interest as a teacher assistant position at Hogwarts School of the Arts as advertised in your social media account. With strong passion for supporting student learning and dedication to creating a positive educational environment. And then the last, of course, still in the body of the letter, continuation for that. Then the second to the last part of the letter will be the closing. We have respectfully yours, and then you put a comma, and then your name, applicant, and then you put a signature. Okay, so this is an example of a complete letter, cover letter. So the name, the return address, 1 De La Cruz, St. Louis Subdivision, Haro, Iloilo City, 5000, J De La Cruz at gmail.com. And then the phone number, the date when it was written, so that's the date line, the inside address, J. Lopez, EDD, Headmaster, Hogwarts School of the Arts, and then the address where it's located. The salutation or the greeting, Dear Dr. Lopez, and then the three paragraphs. So I'm writing to express my interest in a teacher assistant position at Hogwarts School of the Arts as advertised in your social media account. With a strong passion for supporting students' learning and dedication to creating a positive educational environment, I believe my skills and enthusiasm make me an ideal candidate for this role. So that's going to be for the first paragraph. Second paragraph, during my previous experience as a volunteer tutor and classroom assistant, I developed excellent communication skills and a deep understanding of diverse students' needs. I am skilled in providing individual rapport or support, assisting with lesson planning, and fostering an engaging classroom atmosphere that encourages active participation, and so on. So all your qualifications should be written in there, where you graduated, what was your rating. Perhaps you may also include that in the second paragraph. And the third paragraph, thank you for considering my application. I look forward to the possibility of discussing how I can contribute to the continued success of Hogwarts School of the Arts. I am available at your earliest convenience for an interview and can be reached via email and your phone number. Okay, and sincerely yours, the name of the applicant. So this is an example of our cover letter, which you will be needing on top of your resume, or you will be placing on top of your resume. Okay, so of course, cover letter can make your dreams come true or break it. So you have to do well in writing it, because your cover letter will be your first or the first impression of the employer or the hiring manager to you. You have to do it right. You have to do it to impress them. Good luck, and I hope you've learned from this short video discussion about writing a cover letter. Thank you, and see you next video. Goodbye now.